Hi there. Welcome to 52 Weeks of Angel Connection. Today we've got something a little bit different. Rather than one angelic being, we've got a group. So I'm still trying to sort out who all is here. There's definitely Archangel Shamuel, but there's also Yogananda. There's also Kuan Yin, there's also Oshun, there's also Kuthumi, there's also Lakshmi. Oh my goodness, there's also Lusing, there's also Pallas Athena. This is a pretty big group. So they step forward today just to bring more peace to our country. And of course, if you can tell by my accent and the fact that I'm based in Kansas City, Missouri, that country is the United States, which does affect the world. Oh, this is good. This is good. They're telling me that just as whatever happens in the United States affects the rest of the world, because we really are so entrenched and connected with all of the other countries, and other countries do tend to look to us to take the lead on things because we're such a big country and have such a big footprint, that in the same way, a similar way, the rest of the universe looks to Earth as to what are we going to do. Not that we're as important universally as the United States is globally, because there are many other planets and races and places that have a bigger spiritual impact, a bigger energetic impact, a bigger informational impact. But it's that we are so entrenched in the rest of it, and the other planets, other races, other places are looking to the Earth to see what we're going to do, because what we do affects other planets as well. So that's an interesting way to put it, and I do appreciate their perspective on this. Well, I first started not even putting together, because this is all improvisational, baby, but began focusing on this episode today with Archangel Shamuel. And I know Shamuel has been on this series before, and that's okay to duplicate. I was thinking, my original intent is a different one each week, but, sometimes we need to hear from the same one more than once. And Shamuel came forward first and then said, basically, let me introduce you to the team. There's more than one of us working on this, and they wanted us to know that it's not just ascended masters and angels. It's a lot more energies and a lot more entities than that, but they are kind of standing forward in a representational council. Now, I titled this episode The Angels of Peace. This is a group of angels that I work with. I first call them the color guides because I just saw them as different balls of color. But I found out that later that they are collectively calling themselves the angels of peace, the angels of peace. And these angels of peace are, they're called powers in the hierarchy of angels. Then, it goes all the way up to the powers, the seraphim, all the way up to God. And the powers are concerned with global aspects, global concerns. So, yeah, there's this group of powers called the Angels of Peace, but they are being joined today by these other beings as well. So this is what stepping forward is about 12 of them. 12 different angelic presences, and they're wanting to talk about how do we ensure global peace right now, because after the U.S. election, and remember, what happens in the U.S. does not stay in the U.S., because the whole world has been looking at this election, and there was gonna be somebody upset about this. There was gonna be some fallout. There was gonna be half of the country upset. And how do we move forward? How do we move forward in uniting rather than dividing? We've gotten so divided over the past few years. entrenched. And how do we heal that? How do we bring people together instead? And that's really what's needed right now. And I've been receiving lots of messages about unity lately. Who was it? Archangel Uriel came forward to me last week. I was like putting on my mascara and combing my hair. And Uriel says, you know why you're seeing things so divided out there, right? No, Uriel, why? It's because y'all are divided inside. As within, so without. As without, so within. You're only seeing this out there because you guys have conflicting opinions and ideas within yourselves. And so that dialogue really opened up something for me personally. And I believe that this group of beings coming forward today to talk about peace has to do with that and building on that idea. So, this council that has stepped forward today, they are calling themselves the Angels of Peace. They're like, it's all good. We're not the Angels of Peace that work directly with you, but we're all one anyway. So they're just wanting to talk about how we can all come together. And this is this group that presented themselves today. It's a pretty diverse group. So Shamuel, Archangel, Yogananda, Kutumi, Pallas Athena, Kuan Yin, who else stepped forward? Lakshmi, Ascended Masters. And from not only do we have those two groups represented, but within the Ascended Masters, there's Chinese lineage, Indian lineage, just generic Asian lineage, Black African lineage as well, because Oshun is stepping forward too. So we've got this rainbow warrior type of all hands on deck coming together to talk about peace and how to restore unity and harmony. So I know from an astrological standpoint, around the 15th, around the middle of this month, things start to get a lot smoother and a lot calmer in the skies. The energy is starting to line up to be more harmonious. And this council is wanting to step forward and just say, hey, we got you. Now, this morning on my Facebook page, that is the Angels Guidance with Christy Clemens Hoffman Facebook page, Monday through Friday, more or less. Occasionally I don't get to it, but more or less Monday through Friday, I do a live card reading. And today it came, I can't remember which card it was. It was, in fact, it was Sharosite, I think is how you pronounce it. And that was the first card I turned over. So you have to go back and watch that. And it basically said that high level beings are watching, guiding, guarding the planet against harsh lower energies. And this is one of Shamuel's many jobs that he does. World peace being among them, but also just protecting the world from harsh energies and helping us draw together. So this whole council is coming together and just like, we got you. And I just see them like they're all holding their hands out. You can't really see me doing this, but holding their hands out going, all right, we're just kind of anchoring, holding the energy for you guys and they want us to figure it out. They're like, we're not going to swoop in and Deus Ex Machina your asses. We are going to hold the energy, hold the space while y'all get your energy going collectively the right way. So, and they're just like, and they're showing me kind of a snow globe effect of that, or maybe like a sieve is a better way, like a screen, and you put sand on it and then you like shake it and everything falls to the bottom. They're showing us something like that. They're like anchoring the energy and they're, like raining down this positive energy that takes the negative energy down. And they're like, energetically shaking the screen so that we can have all of the good stuff kind of shake to the bottom and shaking out the negative stuff. And so they're just like, y'all figure this out. We're going to do this energetically, but y'all do this intellectually, in real time, in real communication with each other. But we're on it. And I really trust that they are. So how can we work with this Star Council? How can we work with them? First of all, they're talking to me about the power of prayer. The power of prayer. We make it so hard, don't we? It has to be in a church. It has to be on your knees. It has to be in front of a statue. It has to be with a candle. It has to be with your rosary beads. It has to be on your prayer rug. It has to be this. It has to be that. No. They're saying it's all good. If you want to do those things, cool. If you want to light a candle, if you want to use your prayer beads, if you want to use your prayer rug, if you want to face a certain direction, if you want to have a certain position, that's fine, but you don't have to. They're just saying, talk to us. And that's really what prayer is. Just talk to us, right? I ask for all loving energies be surrounding me. I don't know. I'm kind of making it up. I ask for all the disharmony I see in my circle to be calmed and healed. I ask for all the disharmony in my own sphere to be healed. Oh, dear Ascended Masters, Archangels, dear Angels of Peace, dear Council of Light, Ashtar Command, whoever we want to talk to, please anchor the light, anchor the peace, touch each and every heart so that it can turn toward peace and turn toward divine love. If all we ask for is for each and every one of us to see each other the way that God does, the way that our angels do, then we're good. We're more than good. We're wonderful. All right, that's the message for today. Please talk to your angels. Please pray for peace. Please talk to each other. Bring that peace while the energy is being anchored. All right, see you next week. Bye.